Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Performance Advanced Chainsaws. You're back with host Nate Forster, and tonight we are continuing on teardown of our Super Pro 81 cylinder. So, next up, we need to take the oil tank off so we can get to those bolts in there. For now, I'm going to leave this guy on there. We can take it off later on. See if we can even get, I don't know if we may not be able to get anything on this. We may have to break this one off just to be able to get something inside of it. Let's see. It's got a lot of fine dirt in there. Oh, she popped loose. That's shocking. Usually they don't like to, especially on stuff that's been sitting forever. But let's go ahead and start pulling it out. Drop that down in there, pull her off, and she looks like brand new inside. I think somebody had tore this down and cleaned it up and started getting ready to, or used it for a while, or maybe just put it back together. I'm not 100% sure, but this oil tank hasn't had oil in it. If it did, it sucked it dry. So, alright, without further ado, let's keep rolling with it. These are that guy, and I've got a adapter somewhere. I had it over here the other day. And that's it right there. Here we go. We ain't gonna fight too much with this one, unless it makes us fight. Let's see. Nope. That one come free. That one was a little tight. That one's tight. Alright, that one's loose. That one's loose. That one should be fully loose. Let's get this last one fully loose. For the reason this guy's way back in there. Alright, that should be all of them. Now, I guess we could try to use this guy on the rest of these. Make it fast and easy. See, can't go slow with that one, so let's go over here to this one. Alright, that one's done. Set it over here to the side for now. Let's go underneath it. Come on. Alright, both guns is free. And I'll clean this up once I get it apart. Wash it up. And that was just a Allen key. That's alright. We can pop it right back up here. Alright, now we get the fun one, which will take a minute, unfortunately. Let's see where to set my 1/4 inch. I think I left it underneath it actually. Nope. Go ahead and knock that dust off while we're here. Knock that there junk off. There she be. Let's get this last one. And we will rock and roll on out of here. We'll pop her free. This one, it's not really easy to get to unless you take the manual oiler off. I don't want to do that right now. So that's just where we're at. Sometimes you can get it to start popping free. I'm just taking this last little 1/4 inch one out right there. I said, sometimes you can get it with your finger after you get it started out, but sometimes it's still got the what's called in it, sealer. Come on. She's almost out of there. Sorry, this takes a minute, y'all. Like I said, I like to take them off without pulling the oil pump, but the oil pump manual oiler does make it a whole lot quicker. We can use the box end on it now. I think we're basically out of there. Yep. There we go. We will rotate her all the way down. That should be about bottom dead. See if we can get her to pop free. She may want a little bit of persuasion. There's that one. There's that one. I like to hold the crank, start pulling her up, and wham bam, we have a fantastic cylinder. She's got some wear, a little bit of carbon creeping in on this side of the exhaust port. Might have a little bit of score on the piston, but let's try and show you this raggedy old light. This raggedy old light. Well, this thing is junk. It's been junk. I don't know why I still keep it around, but I don't know if y'all can really see it. Wish I could get y'all a better view on it, but she's clean. Little wear on her intake, really nothing on her exhaust. I believe it is a true SP81 cylinder, or is a replacement block at least, because it does have the divider and the transfers, but it is set up for either fully electronic or points. This one was electronic. Let's take a look at our cylinder, our piston. Looks good, looks good. Got like a little wear right there. That's not bad. Said looks good. This has a little bit of a score right there, but probably something just falling in the exhaust port. Let's rotate her around. She looks good. Rings are pretty free. So I think we'll just clean this one up and seal her back up, to be honest with you. See, she does have like the stock style sealer on her, so she may have not been open before. Kind of felt like it though, so maybe they used a replacement sealer that was very similar. Let's see, wonder, don't really see anything as far as an indicator on if this is a B. Usually they're stamped. B's are either stamped, A's are stamped, C's are usually stamped. Oh, hold on, might have found something. Let's see. Here's a little piece of this over here. Not tell if it's stamped A over here or not. There's so much carbon built up. Not stamped there, not stamped down there. It's only a handful of spots they stamp these. Like I said, usually you'll be able to tell. And I don't think, I want to say this is probably a B cylinder. I'll find out more later. And let's take a look at here. Spin her over. Oh no, it is an A cylinder. There's an A piston in it. So we got an A cylinder here. Piston is tight. Bottom end is, bottom rod needle bearings, they're tight. So I think we're 3 for 3 on what's it called, on these junkyard, or call them junkyard, came from a dealer dead shed, left for dead. So, but no, she don't have a whole lot of wear in her. Sorry, I know I'm getting her a little dirty. We'll get her cleaned up before we put her back together. But she's pretty darn clean in here, to be perfectly honest. Got a little bit of rust or something forming on the crank right there, but I don't think this thing's ran in a long time. So we got an A cylinder. Those don't come around all that often. Let's see if this guy will actually stay for us. There. They're usually the tightest bore. A's are the tightest, B's are kind of a medium ground, and C's are typically your loosest. And C's, I found, yeah, you don't see a whole lot of C's, honestly. I think they really took B's that were just barely out of spec and called them C's, but anything that was any further out than, probably just a little bit out of spec, very minute amount out of spec, and I think they trashed them, because you do not see C cylinders all that often. At least I haven't. And I've gone through a fair amount of 850s and 800s, and then 8200's a whole different animal. But nope, we got an 8 cylinder. It's in good shape, like I figured it was. And yeah, we'll keep rocking and rolling. I may probably go take all this, pressure wash it up, start cleaning the sealer off her, and then we'll probably start getting her back together. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I go ahead and replace the crank bearings with it out, or should I wait and see what she does, and we can always replace them after the fact? That's easy. Y'all just let me know what we should do down in the comments. But yeah, we got a good cylinder. That's always a plus, a big plus. Now, I don't remember if I opened up the gas tank. Of course, it's gonna be stuck. There we go. She got a little bit of gunk down in there, but I'm not seeing any white. Smells like acetone, so definitely got old gas in there, but it hasn't really gelled up a whole lot, hasn't started wearing, so I think we'll be okay on that front. Oil line is actually soft up here. That other side is probably gummed up, so we're probably gonna have to place it. Carburetor is free, and it appears to be a Zama. Let's see. Yeah, it's appearing to be a Zama. That might have come like off 850, but she's free. Sure, it'll just need a carb kit in her and a whole lot of cleaning, because this, like I said, this thing was nasty. It must have cut a fair amount of pine, and whoever had it did not take a whole lot of care for it. Because it is nasty. It's, all kind of pine. Looks like pine dust and resin. It's the best way to describe it. And fairly caked up. So, I'm going to get to cleaning. I don't know. We may go ahead and put this one back in there, or I do have that. I forget if it's 80 or 81 cylinder. Let me look. That the piston had a small crack in it, and I ground it out. We still got pretty decent timing numbers. I say pretty decent, like it didn't hurt the timing numbers. Yeah, we got it out. I mean, it raised the timing a little bit, but not a whole lot. Nothing to be concerned with, at least. Let's see here. Oh no, that's an 80 cylinder. Doesn't have the divider. So we'll just save that one for later on. It's got really, really good chrome in it. We'll save it. This one needs to spray it down. She's starting to get a little tight on some of this, but most of it's pretty free still. But yep, so we'll save that one. We'll just go ahead and throw that other one back in it. We'll throw her back in it. But yeah, another cylinder. That's good. So out of the, I believe 5 we got out of the dealer dead shed so far, 3 have been with good cylinders. So I'm guessing it either developed an air leak, the ignition went bad on it, broke a clutch cover or starter cover because it didn't come with either, or yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I think of. Probably an air leak at the boot, if I'm guessing, because I don't think she ran very long with an air leak because there's no signs of it. Usually when these things got an air leak, you did not have a whole lot of run time before it got hot and the chrome would flake. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter of it. That's what killed 99% of these saws were air leaks. Cylinder would get hot, run lean, get hot. It would either lean seize and flake the chrome, or chrome would get hot and just flake because it was not good quality. From what I've gathered, Mcculloch sold out in 73 or 74, I always forget. Sold out to Black & Decker. Super Pro 80s were built before the sellout. I found way more 80s that have good chrome on them, and the only things I've seen that have taken them out is scoring or like the needles right here, this needle bearing, needle, it either walking out or the pin walking out and catching the cylinder. That's the only things I've seen out of the 80s. Now, the 81s, 850s, 800s, 805s, 850 Supers, 8200s, double eagle 80s, those were after the merger. I don't know if they had bad chrome, like bad chrome supply, bought cheap chrome, didn't have a good chroming process. But every one of those I've come across, if it's not needled, the chrome's flaked or it's scored. And 99% of the time, it's chrome flaking. That's what I found. So typically I trust the 80s, Super Pro 80 blocks more. They got a different piston than the rest of them, and it does not have the divider and the transfer like this, like the later, which supposedly gave it more power. That may have been part of the problem, is trying to pull too much power out of this design. I don't know, personally. I just know what I've seen, and it's literally starting with the 81s. And this design, after they got bought out, that's where I see the most chrome flaking, is in the line after that. So, just a little bit of tidbit of knowledge for you. But yeah, I'm going to start cleaning this stuff up. Clean up our bench just a little bit here, and then probably next time you see me, we'll be sealing this back up. I'll probably leave the seals for now. When we go to pressure test it, that's when I'll see if we need to replace them. I don't know, I may go ahead and replace them. We'll just see. So depending on how old the saw is and how these feel, that's when I kind of decide when I should or not. But we'll see. But I appreciate y'all watching. Like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, y'all.